and welcome to UC Today. My name's David Dungay. We are back for another UC Partner Trends session, and I'm joined by Kristen Hogan. Welcome to the show, Kristen. How are you?
I'm great, David. Thanks for having me.
Fantastic. So today we're going to be talking about the collaboration opportunity for partners as we move through 2024 and into next year. But before we get into that conversation, should we do a bit of an introduction? Kristen, tell us a little bit about yourself and the part of Cisco that you operate in.
So Kristen Hogan, I am part of Cisco's collaboration team, part of Cisco Webex. Been at Cisco, I just celebrated my 20th year anniversary this past February. So done a lot of roles across a lot of Cisco's businesses, but today I am leading our collaboration global partner sales team around the globe for all things Webex.
Fantastic. And we should probably add into that, Kristen, you were the winner of our UC Partner Leader of the Year. So congratulations for that award as well earlier on this year.
Oh, thank you so much for saying that. Such an honor. I appreciate it.
Great. So let's get into some questions then. Maybe we start with a bit of a scene setter. What are the big customer trends in collaboration this year that you feel are going to really impact the partner space? What are you thinking around that at the moment?
It's a great question, and I'll tell you. First and foremost, we look to our customers to really help us set our annual priorities across the collaboration business. And so I'll talk you through what these trends we're seeing show up through our customers. But these three things that I'll talk you through have become really our three pillars of our sales go-to-market strategy for this fiscal year and into next fiscal year as well. So number one, we're seeing all of our customers and partners around the globe really reimagining work, reimagining how we work. We've all lived this, our world has changed drastically over the past 4 to 5 years, and how we work is different, is an understatement, right? So really how we work, reimagining work. And for like a product lens, that's really where we talk about, Webex meetings and Webex calling and the shift from, really a premise-based calling solution to the cloud. And then from a partner lens, how our partners are taking those technologies to market is also vastly different. We're seeing our partners drive that move to the cloud, number one, but also really wrapping their managed services around this. So I'd say that's trend number one, just kind of reimagining how we work. Number two is all around reimagining the workspace. So, what used to be a great office experience 5 years ago is no longer a great office experience. I've always, working for Cisco, I've been a remote worker for as long as I can remember, but the reality is a lot of the world wasn't. And, how folks work and where they work has changed. An interesting stat that I think we'll all agree with and live every day is that every meeting that takes place post-pandemic, 98% of every meeting, almost every meeting, will have at least one remote attendee. When we think about that in the context of reimagining the workspace, what we found is people are ready to go back to the offices. The workspaces aren't ready for the people. So conference rooms around the globe aren't really set up to accommodate the fact that all of these meetings are now going to have a remote participant. And how do we ensure that workspace and that experience for the people who are remote are ready? So what I've been saying is, the office has to be a magnet and not a mandate. Lots of refreshes need to happen to pull people back into the office and really get the office space ready for this new way of work. And then the third and final trend or focus area we're seeing show up with our customers is every one of our customers has their own customers, right? And, the day of, think of like the contact centers of the past where, who loves calling into a call center? No one, right? Because usually it was a horrible experience. All of our customers are also reimagining their own customers' experience. And we're playing a big part of that with all of our innovation around the contact center. So 3 things: reimagining work, reimagining the workspace, and reinventing that customer experience.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much going on right now. I mean, the collaboration space as a whole has matured, significantly post pandemic. Let's talk about those specific opportunities for partners. Where do you see those specific opportunities? Maybe around some of those trends, maybe elsewhere, for partners now and over the next 12 months.
Yeah. So as I kind of talked through those 3 distinct priorities, what's the biggest differentiator for Cisco and Cisco Webex is, and for our partners, quite frankly, as well, is where we win is not talking about those as individual silos, but really how we are innovating that technology and going to market is truly a platform approach. So underpinning all 3 of those trends and priorities is truly one Webex platform. And then what's fascinating about that Webex platform, and I'm sure we'll talk about it, we can't have a call these days without talking about AI. So I'm sure we'll dig into more details there, but we are underpinning that platform approach with an AI first mentality. So when you take all of that to our partners, what I tell our partners every day is, you can count on us. We will give you, Mr. Partner, the world's best technology platform to go sell, bar none. Webex is the world's best. However, what our partners will say back is, Kristen, that's great, but we are willing to go sell the world's second best technology platform or third best technology platform in the world if it's more profitable for us. So we're very, very, very focused on unlocking these profitability levers for our partners across this platform. So that's opportunity number 1, is you can count on us. We're going to give you the best platform. We're going to make it really profitable through programs and incentives across that customer lifecycle. Number 2 is what I hear from partners every day is, okay, it's actually not enough for you just to make it really profitable. Cisco, you also have to be really simple, because the reality is if you give us the best product platform and you make it really profitable, but you're really, really, really hard to work with, that also starts to erode our profitability. These things are very intertwined. So second opportunity for partners is, hey, we are very focused on making this simpler. One of the ways, probably the biggest ways we're doing that, is building offers with a partner first mindset. So really building our collaboration offers ready to go right out of the gate for our partners to go wrap their managed services around and sell what we make with their secret sauce that makes what we do even better. And then the last piece, the last piece I'd highlight is tremendous opportunity for our partners to go come in behind us and drive that actual customer activation, usage, and adoption. We really, without that, that's what makes our customers fall in love with our products and come back and stay customers for life and buy more. And our partners are undoubtedly our scaling engine to go make that magic happen around usage, activation, adoption. And we also make it very lucrative for our partners to go drive that alongside of us.
Fantastic. Maybe we could talk about the Cisco ecosystem for a moment. A rich sort of partnership ecosystem developed over many, many years. How are you bringing these opportunities, through that ecosystem to your partners to really help supercharge, those business opportunities you mentioned there?
Yeah, I'll start with a stat for you, and then I'll tell you a little story. So, first and foremost, Cisco has been and always will be a channels first company. We are nothing without our partners. It is our secret sauce. It is our differentiator. Our CEO, Chuck Robbins, has gone on record as saying this at Partner Summit a couple of months back. G2 Patel, who leads our collab and security BU, said we are nothing without you, our partners. And so that is number 1. We are committed, and it's a real differentiator for us to be partner first, partner led. Over 90+% of our business in collab goes through our partners. So that's number 1. But more important than that, a little story I'll tell you is we have been Cisco, and how we work and what our workspaces look like around the globe has also been in transformation. And I'll tell you, we've been lighting up what I like to call these collaboration showcases, actual real Cisco offices around the globe, tricked out with the latest and greatest Cisco technology. And one of the first centers we stood up is in New York City. And we take literally hundreds of customers every month through the tour of our New York Penn 1 office. And 10 out of 10 times at the end of the tour, the customers look at us and are like, wow, I want this. Guess what? We can't give it to them. We can't do it without our partners. Our partners are that secret sauce that really truly take the ecosystem that delivers this amazing new workspace outcome, and they are the ones that stitch it together. So we are partner first. We truly cannot do it without our partners. It comes to life when you go through and see this technology in action. And the analogy I often use is I say, here at Cisco Webex, we like build the engine. We build this amazing engine. We hand it over to our partners who like deliver the car, right? They add the paint and the sound system and the tires and really deliver the magic that brings it to life for our customers around the globe. So
Let's talk about another type of magic we're seeing, or maybe magic. I liken Gen AI to magic anyhow. But what are you seeing around that side of the market? Especially from a partner opportunity perspective. Is Gen AI a partner opportunity? And I know Cisco, you're doing great things in the space and infusing that sort of technology within your product set, particularly around the Webex platform as well. What are your thoughts there? How much of an opportunity is this really for your partners to get hold of?
This is my favorite thing to talk about, largely in part because we had a head start. So the whole world, I think if you were to go poll the average like walk through a mall and what does AI mean to you, many folks will come back and say like AI burst on the scenes with Chat GPT. What was that? November of 2022. The reality is Cisco Webex has been hard at work with AI long before Chat GPT burst on the scenes. And I'll tell you a couple of things. So one, when we think about what AI means to most people, they think of AI as like a Chat GPT and kind of that large language model. Like, dear, Chat GPT, write a birthday haiku for my grandma. And we're like, I'm sure many of us have gotten a good laugh and been amazed at some of the things that will come back with this large language model. Really cool stuff. Okay. It's quite cool. It's not a differentiator. Really, like any company with a couple of APIs can plug in large language models into what they do and make it better. So like it's great. It's awesome. It's not enough. And how Cisco's changing the game here is this past October at our Webex 1 big conference, we announced what we call real-time media modeling. And think about the amazing, like what you can do with text in AI. And imagine what is possible if you start incorporating really interesting intelligence from video, audio, voice inflection, gestures on a call. The way I bring this to life, I often joke, I'm like, who out there has like husbands out there? How many of your wives have at some point said like, I'm fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. Like, how many times was everything fine? Like, if you just base the intelligence off of the words, you might take an entirely different meaning than if you start looking at the video, the audio, the inflection, right? This is where magic can happen. So, number one, Cisco's been at this for a long time. Number two, we've really changed the game by pulling in intelligence, not just from words and language, but from all these other things that we've been hard at innovating on for a long time. And the number three thing I'll tell you is that it's truly back to this being a platform approach. So I mentioned that we've been at AI long before, November of 2022. One example of this is back kind of pandemic days, 2020, early 2021, we acquired a company called Babel Labs. And what we did was take the Babel Labs technology bake it into our Webex platform. So meetings, contact center, video calls. And what it does is intelligently automated, you not having to do anything, removes all background noise. So you have a dog barking, can't hear it. You have a baby crying, can't hear it. You're calling in to a contact center, a Cisco contact center from the airport, which is when we usually call into contact centers, right? That noise is canceled out. Real platform approach. We're baking this in. This is not a product that you buy, AI, Webex SKU. It's truly pervasive, baked in to every single thing we are building and doing at Webex. And the last thing I'll say is where I think AI really shines is when it's transparent, happening behind the scenes. We don't even know it. It's just making everything we do and experience better. And that's absolutely what we're doing with Webex and some of our AI innovation.
So, Kristen, I'd like to just pick up on one thing actually you said earlier in the discussion, and that was around profitability. Let's leave our partners with something to sort of hang their hats on whilst before they go on their way, and that is, what are your top tips for maintaining a profitable collaboration, practice or platform within this year and into next? What are your big tips for those partners?
Yeah, I'll take you on a little stair step journey that'll I think make sense. So, hot off the press, we'll actually be formally announcing this next week. But over the kind of end of calendar year 2023 and into this new year, we ran a global hybrid work study. We surveyed over 4,000 companies. We talked to over 14,000 people within these companies, and really got this amazing snapshot of what's top of mind for businesses around the globe of all shapes, sizes, geographic footprints, specific to collab. And what we found, shouldn't surprise any of us, is number one, hybrid work is top of mind for all customers around the globe. They're all grappling with we talked about this earlier, like those three trends. How do we reinvent work, reinvent the workspace, make better experiences for our customers? So super relevant topic. Number two, even more important, we found that 80% of these customers that we spoke to have dollars earmarked for AI spend between now and 2025, specific to hybrid work, the workplace, how we work. And so slam dunk for us. We have never been better positioned to go tell our amazing story. So back to your question, is step one for our partners is have the conversation. Ask your customers. Every customer is grappling with this. Ask your customer, how are they changing how they work? What's happening with the workspace? What does their customer experience look like today? So start with just asking those questions. Kind of a sub ask of that would be, historically, no one has been better than Cisco at selling to that CIO, IT individual within our customers. But with what we're seeing around those three pillars, the time is now to really expand and not just have that conversation with IT, but when we talk about customer experience, there's so many things that unlock around employee retention and call center happiness and retention. And so you can talk to it's relevant to HR. On the workspace, it's you talk to facilities. You could there's just don't just talk to IT. So have the conversation, ask the questions, expand outside of our comfort zone, and then moving up the staircase. I promise everyone, once you have the conversation, it's a hot topic. Next thing, you have to show this technology. Bring them, do the demo, bring your customers to either a partner office that has the latest and greatest Cisco technology, one of our offices, do the demo, show them. 10 out of 10 times they're going to say, I want to try this. This is great. Do the trial. We have amazing programs in place for partner-led trials of the full portfolio. Trials will inevitably, depending on customer size, result in a actual sale or a proof of concept. From there, for our partners, we've really put in place the industry's best partner programs and profitability levers. For our partners on the call who are familiar with VIP, it's our partner back end rebate program. We've really taken that program, narrowed down the focus of the SKUs that we have put dollars behind. And I want our partners to look at that program as a compass of what we want them to go sell. So it's all things cloud, it's all things devices, contact center. And then last but not least, at the top of the staircase, you follow these steps, you win the big deal. I mentioned earlier how important it is and what a great opportunity it is for our partners to help drive that usage and adoption. We're also putting our money where our mouth is there. Hot off the press, literally this week, we announced 2 new flavors of our lifecycle incentive for collaboration, fully automated, all telemetry based. For contact center, when partners go drive adoption, they can earn up to $250,000 per customer, depending on the customer size. And then for our Webex suite, which is calling and meetings, they can earn up to $125,000 for driving that activation, usage, and adoption motion. So, it starts with the great world's best platform. We're putting our money where our mouth is on the profitability story. We want to make it really simple. And my team and I are committed to going and telling that story and earning our partners' mind share around the globe every day.
Fantastic. Well, it's great to hear the collaboration opportunity is still alive and well for partners in 2024 and beyond. Kristen, I think that's a great place to end today's discussion. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you so much for having me. Never been a better time to be in collaboration at Cisco.
Absolutely. And thank you for watching. You've been watching me, David Dungay, on UC Today. If you want to catch up on all the other partner trend sessions that are going on right now, you can do so on social media by using the UC Partner Trends hashtag. That's it from me. I'll see you next time.